Greetings, humans. Greetings, and welcome back to another fun-filled episode. Bear here, 29-year veteran. That'd be the woods, people. That'd be where bears live, people. Yes, indeed. 7 out of 8 TikTok women, they would agree. They'd rather see a bear in the woods. Well, maybe not this bear. They'd rather see a bear in the woods than a man in the woods. It is YouTube's #1 show by a bear. Great to have all of you here with us on this Halloween Eve. Halloween Eve, people. I hope you have your candied salmon ready for any critters, large critters that might be coming to the door. Hey, I want some food. You better have it ready, people. You better have it ready, or there will be consequences, people. Great to have everybody here, including P-Money. He says, hello all. Happy Halloween Eve. Hello, P-Money. That would be our champion father out there of Little P-Money, winning her volleyball championship in Canada. Congratulations, sir. Congratulations. Everyone was all thrilled about it the last time, so good on you, sir. Good on you. Amy as well. She asked, Bear, do you get many trick-or-treaters? Well, not really in the cave. Bear, tries to follow along, the trick-or-treaters out there. Kind of hiding in the woods, just kind of sneaking up, hoping they drop something. I tried it the other day on Saturday, and hi there, I'd like some candy, please. And of course the Fish and Wildlife got called, and man, oh man, Bear was on the run for a good while out there. Yes, indeed, people. All right, well, let me just jump into the campaign updates for you good people. Let's go ahead and check out. P-Mike says, yes, proud parents, as they should be. Go check out Titan, Mouse of Might. Let's just check in on a couple other ones as well here. Cyberfrog, 780. What do we? Oh, God. Do we talk about the incident the other day involving way too much alcohol? Possibly some crack? Do we talk about that or not? I hope not. Let's just go ahead. Put that behind us. I don't think it was crack, people. Usually crack, it doesn't make you a downer. It's an upper, but definitely not a downer out there. Anyways, that's $781,000 for Uncle E. Godlike. If you want to check it out, you got 15 days left, people. Go check it out. Or not, I don't care. We tried the last time. I completely forgot about this. The Wraith of God #3. There's only 11 days left, people. So you better get on with Aaron Low Presty. Which, speaking of which, Bear can find it here. We've got another update from Ron and the Kit Carter hardcovers, people. He says, hey, everyone. Hey. I've been notified by the printer that all of the redone hardcover copies of Kit Carter Planet Tube will be arriving here on Thursday. Hopefully they are not absconded in transit by some trick-or-treaters out there. As of right now, we've shipped out over 800 orders, all of which are soft covers. So starting Friday, all of the orders that include a hardcover copy will start shipping out. He says, my goal is to get the rest of the orders shipped out over the following 2 weeks. Hashtag 2 weeks. Again, I am incredibly sorry that this campaign has faced so many delays. That's all right, Aaron. Don't worry about it. But those of you who have been waiting patiently will be getting your orders soon. Well, except for maybe a little P-Money out there. Well, not P-Money. I hope P-Money gets his book. I meant to say little Timmy. What the heck, Bear? Let me grab a drink. a drink of the water variety out there, people. There has a hard rule of not getting completely sloshed and then going on a live stream. You don't want to do that, people. You definitely don't want to do that. I thank you all for your patronages and support of Empire Comics. That's Aaron Lopresti, Kid Carter, Planet Doom, and a monkey that drinks beer. Don't know how he gets it through that helmet, but I guess you got to read the book to find out. Thanks for jinxing it for P-Money there, Bear. Thank you. Your name was right up there, right in front of freaking Bear, and that's what happens sometimes. The old dyslexia just takes charge, people. Yes, indeed. So, anyways, go check out. Well, you can't check it out. Go check out Wraith, his campaign out there. 11 days left. Get on it while the... Wait a minute. Hold on. Who is ahead here? John is ahead. Oh, for crying out loud. Yeah. At least Aaron knows how to write. I mean, come on, man. Come on, man. Anyways, there you are, people. Go check it out. Good stuff to be checked out. I do have it down in the description. I was trying to go through there to update some of the stuff, and I put in mentions. I meant to put in the actual artist channel rather than just the at mentions. So if you're an artist out there, I apologize. I'm not trying to at you or anything like that. Just trying to give you a little bit of promotion out here from Bear. Yes, indeed. So, anyways, there we are, people. There we are. Let me get to the old chat here. The El Chatterino. It is all P-Money all the time, people. So if you want to get your comments, get them in now, people, before he takes over for good. Gosh, dang it. All right, let me see. Where are we? We are... people, I have some... Bear usually tries to start off the show with the good news, but unfortunately, I have, on this Halloween Eve, I have got some bad news for you people. We've been actually kind of following along the tale of Crumbs. That would be the world's fattest cat. In his trials and tribulations out here, people. Well, unfortunately, he has run out of all 9 of his lives. The New York Post and, who is this? Isabel Keene. The world's fattest cat, Crumbs, dies weeks after going into feline fat camp. I'm sure the two are totally unrelated. There's old Crumbs there. R.I.P. Crumbs. R.I.P. Crumbs. The world's fattest cat. Crumbs has died weeks after being sent to a feline fat camp in Russia, with vets saying his extensive layers of flab had hidden his cancerous tumors. The feline named Kroshik, that'd be Russian for Crumbs, went viral after he was rescued from the basement of a Russian hospital where he was raised on a diet of scraps, biscuits, and soup, causing him to weigh a whopping, people, 38 pounds. Oh, there he tried to escape. The previous story, he tried to escape and got caught. He couldn't quite get over the shoe rack, so they found him there. He was trying to escape. He says, "Get me out of this diet hellhole." But unfortunately, he did not make it, people. Crumbs found some success slimming down at a special veterinary clinic, a weight loss in Perm, Russia, losing 7 pounds for suddenly developing breathing problems and dying on Saturday, they reported. Vets at the diet center believes the cat's layers of flab were so deep that scans ultimately failed to show he had cancerous tumors developed on his spleen and other internal organs. Jilliana Moore, who owns the Matroskin Cat Shelter, which treated Crumbs, said they believe the tumors triggered multiple organs to collapse. Crumbs' official death was still pending his full post-mortem exam, which is set for Monday. Even with the exam, it would still be very difficult to determine whether the fat cat's demise was caused by his excess weight or tumors or the poor diet that they put him on. Now we're looking ahead to starting an examination to understand why Crumbs died, but we will have to wait for 5 days for that conclusion. More noted that cats often hide their symptoms when they become ill, only revealing that they were facing, an issue after death, people. Cats always hold on to the last. They don't show this disease. Koshik had no shortness of breath, no digestive problems. I'm pretty sure he had no digestive problems. There you go. Crumbs' tests were all normal in the weeks leading up to his death. It hurts that we didn't know about it before and couldn't help. She added, this is a great loss for us because Koshik was a symbol of hope for everyone. We really wanted to publish only good news. It's really, really painful to talk about, people. So there you go. R.I.P. R.I.P. Crumbs, the world's fattest cat. No longer. It's going to be a really, really, really big shoebox that you got to be able to find to put him in. But there you are, people. There you are. Sorry to start it off with a downer, but we have to do what we have to do out here, people. Who knew being a fat cat could cause death so soon, Piz P-Money? Amy's here. Good to have Amy. My goodness, that is a big kitty. Yes, it is a fat cat, people. Definitely a fatto cat-o, people. Yes, indeed. Listen, people, I was kind of back and forth on whether or not to do a political story for you guys so close to the election out here, people. But we had this simple rally on the weekend, just over the weekend there. Oh, it was a bad German rally. How dare they? It's like, yeah, just because they had a bad German rally way, way, way back when doesn't actually conflate with it, but okay. Okay, I mean, if you really wanted to see just a terrible Holocaust, I mean, you could watch the New York Knicks, crying out loud, but that's all right. But we had a comic out there that made fun, just slightly made fun, of the island of Puerto Rico out there, and oh my goodness, the hair has been set. En fuego, as they would say. I don't know where our Marc Anthony is, but this Marc Anthony, the singer, he says, so to forget. Well, he's not Italian, but that's close. I don't know. The Puerto Rican, it's a lot faster, I suppose. Marc Anthony, from Deadline, Ted Johnson, if that is your real name, is making an enemy of Marc Anthony bad or something. This one or our Marc Anthony? You wouldn't want to cross our Marc Anthony, that's for sure. Marc Anthony is the latest Puerto Rican recording artist to speak out against Trump-supporting comedian's swipe at the U.S. territory as, quote, a floating island of garbage. There's one thing that Bear knows about, it's garbage, in the middle of the ocean. He says, this I won't forget. Anthony wrote on Instagram below a video of Tony Hinchcliffe's remarks at a Trump rally at the Madison Square Garden on Sunday. Anthony also posted a video of Kamala Harris talking about her plans for Puerto Rico. Watch out, Puerto Rico! As he reposted a video he made earlier this month in which he referred to Donald Trump's previous remarks about the island. Even though some have forgotten, I remember what it was like when Donald Trump was president. I remember what he did and said about Puerto Rico, about our people. Anthony said after Hurricane Maria devastated our island, Trump blocked billions in relief while thousands died. That is dis and malinformation, sir. The video then featured a clip of Trump throwing paper towels at Puerto Ricans needing emergency assistance. He was trying to help out, and I seem to remember both Joe Biden and Kamala Harris rushing down to North Carolina and later Florida to help. Oh, wait, no, they didn't rush down. They actually had FEMA saying you couldn't help people. And for several days when Bear was actually there, I didn't see any FEMA people at all. Not at all. Anthony also reminded that Trump referred to some Mexican immigrants as criminals and rapists. Yeah, some of them were and are. Other entertainments, including Ricky Martin. People, if you were taking political advice from Ricky Martin, I am sorry. You just probably need to repeat third grade. But also posted about Hinckley's remarks. Well, Jennifer Lopez, I don't know if you really want to bring up Jennifer Lopez right about now with the whole Diddy situation. The vice president was asked about the rally early in the day, telling reporters it's just more of the same and maybe more vision than usual. Donald Trump spent the whole time trying to have Americans point the finger at each other to fan the fuels of hate and division. And that's why people are exhausted with him. Now we're exhausted with you. The Harris campaign was also up with an ad tied to Hinckley's remark, while the Trump campaign tried to distance themselves from the comedian's remark. Up to now, polls had showed Trump making inroads with Latino voters. I've heard about the joke, said J.D. Vance. I haven't actually seen the joke that you mentioned. But can we all just take a chill pill and take a joke from time to time, they ask. Apparently not. Hinckliffe wasn't the only speaker who generated backlash. Another referred to Harris as the Antichrist. Well, listen, come on, man. That's not going far enough, honestly. And another said that she had pimp hands. Oh, pimp handlers. Yes. Ask Willie Brown. Tucker Carlson also called her Samoan Malaysian, and a low IQ former California prosecutor. How dare he say that Kamala Harris might not actually be very smart? I can't believe it. There you go. Mark Anthony. Not our Mark Anthony. The other Mark Anthony. Very, very, very disappointed. Oh, yeah. Isn't J.D. Vance going on Joe Rogan? Well, I don't know. I would hope so. Did Trump ever go on Joe Rogan? You know, I tried searching for it on YouTube, and I just couldn't find anything. I mean, I tried to, Donald Trump plus Joe Rogan plus Donald Trump, Joe Rogan podcast, Donald Trump, and all, you would figure that a search algorithm that made billions and billions of dollars off of it might be able to show you a video of one of the largest podcasts out there. So I guess they never did it. I guess not, P-Money. I'm sorry. Probably not. Probably not. That'll teach you. Never search for anything about Trump on YouTube. Well, I'm sure you could search for Trump on YouTube, but the results that come back might be just a little bit negative out here, people. Just a tiny bit negative, people. Yes, indeed. Also, I wanted to make mention of this. There's other stuff going on, but I wanted to make mention of this because, Bear's been looking a little bit into the whole comedian situation here. Been off and on trying to decide whether or not to write another screenplay. Been out of it for a while and, been put it aside. And so trying to come up with, okay, what would be a very cheap way to do a movie? How would you write the screenplay? I kind of settled on sort of a traveling band of comics and kind of one that's kind of very, 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 very outspoken. basically just wanted to do a screenplay where you can just write anything that you wanted and just have fun with it. So I was actually looking into, comedians and comics and all that sort of stuff. I decided not to do it. I couldn't get it right because I was looking at a lot of the stuff from the 2000s, 2010s, that sort of stuff, and all that comedy essentially died. It's not dead, but they're kind of all of this stuff. We're talking about this comic here, Marc Maron. I call him Marc Moron. A lot of the comics that were there back then have essentially all just either disappeared or went over to the dark side. And they all say the same exact thing over and over and over again. So I got to look into this a little bit and find out some of the faces and names here. So let me go through it if you will allow Bear to here. Marc Moron calls out comics driving, quote, the new fascism as comedians slam Trump's rally and Tony Hinchcliffe, this fella here. He's kind of like, they compare him to Don Rickles, like an insult comic. Listen, I don't think it's a very good idea to have insult comics to your closing rally campaign event that you have that you want everybody to go see. I don't think that's a great idea. But I'm not gonna diss the guy either. I think it might not have been the best forum for him. A comic and podcaster, Marc Moron, is calling out. I love the calling out. I'm calling out. Hey, Marc Moron, I'm calling you out, pal. And his peers who use their position to drive what he terms the new fascism. What? You mean all those people on the college campuses, the river to the sea crowd? Those people? Huh. Just a day after right-wing comedian Tony Hinchcliffe made racist and sexist jokes at Donald Trump's Madison Square Garden rally. Other comics also slammed Hinchcliffe? Hinchcliffe. Who, among other things, called Puerto Rico, quote, a floating island of garbage. Tweeted Michael Ian Black, I think America just found its next Jim Breuer. So if you're not aware, Jim Breuer, again, from that sort of mid-2000s, mid-2010s, I think he was actually around a little bit further than that. Maybe late 90s, something like that. A lot of these guys were all on Comedy Central way back when. Either had a show or would appear on a show or have a set that they would do on there or something like that. So this is supposed to be a very big insult because Jim Breuer, took the red pill and now he's kind of on the Trump wagon out here. So this Michael Ian Black, who actually worked with Jim Breuer several times, I think America just found its next Jim Breuer. Mr. Black, I don't think that's the insult that you think it is, sir. And plus, you're a moron, like Marc Moron. A Moron statement posted in full on his What the F with Marc Moron. Seriously, what the F, dude? And shared in part on social media. Did not specifically name Hinchcliffe because you're a coward. But the message, that seems clear, people. The anti-woke flank. It's a great start. Of the new fascism is being driven almost exclusively by comics, my peers. Interesting. That's what you think of when you think of fascism. You think fascism and comics. I mean, they just go, they go hand in hand there. Whether or not they are self-serving or true believers in the new fascism is unimportant. No, I would say that's important. There's a difference between true believers and self-serving. They are of the movement. Whether they see themselves as acolytes or just comics doesn't matter. Yeah, it kind of does. Whether they are driven by the idea that they are fighting, that what they are fighting for is a free speech issue, or whether they are truly morally bankrupt, racists, doesn't matter. Wow, morally bankrupt and racist. No, if you're free speech, that's totally different than being morally bankrupt, but okay. They are part of the public face of the fascist political movement that seeks to destroy the democratic idea. Mr. Moron, sir, can you name me 3 comics that went to the Nuremberg rally? Can you name me 2? Can you name me 1 famous bad German comic that went to any of the rallies over there in Germany? Not just the Nuremberg rally, just any of them. Can you name me 1? Can you name me uno comico? Uno comido? No? Well, they had a whole movie about that. Had a whole movie called Triumph of the Will. They actually had a lady direct that, too. Interesting. Moron also lambasted podcasters. What? That could be Bear. Who have shameless, self-proclaimed white supremacist and fascist on their show. Really, name one. Let's see. He's served for an opening act for Joe Rogan. This Hinchcliffe does. How dare they? When comedians with podcasts have shameless, self-proclaimed white supremacists and fascists on their show to joke around like they are just entertainers or even just politicians, all it does is humanize and normalize fascism. First off, sir, once again, you are a moron. That's why I call you Marc Moron. How exactly do you humanize fascism? Fascism, the definition would be the combination of large corporations and state power to get... Well, I shouldn't say state power, really, should I? The bad Germans actually more like parasites on the state. I would say actually party. A party combining together with big business out there to get rid of individualism. So how do you humanize fascism? I'm not really sure how that works. When someone uses their platform for that reason, they are facilitating anti-American sentiment and promoting violent autocracy. Well, I'm sorry, people. He also made, Hinchcliffe did, derogatory jokes about the Jews, Palestinians, blacks, and Latinos. Well, the Palestinians don't really have to worry. They don't even exist. According to CNN, the Trump campaign vetted at least some of Hinchcliffe's routine and insisted he remove an extremely offensive and misogynistic epithet regarding Kamala Harris. Well, that sounds like what a fascist would do. In response to the backlash, and specifically criticism from Democrat vice presidential candidate Tampon Tim, Hinchcliffe posted a clip of the late, great insult comedian Don Rickles at his rally for Ronald Reagan of blessed memory, seeming to draw comparisons to himself. No, he's drawing comparisons to insult comics being at political rallies. Not the greatest idea, but there you go. There you go, people. So, I don't know. These people are the most dour people you have ever seen in your entire life. And they call themselves comedians. I don't think they... the whole comedic, big it's people that you see on TV or maybe even radio or something like that. All the great comics are actually the podcasters now. That's why he's going after them. All the big ones, your Jimmy's out there, some of the other ones. Who was the guy that used to do The Daily Show? Not Jon Stewart. He actually had a good comment on this, but the other guy out there, they're all just reading from the same playbook. And that would be the Democrat playbook. So we had that. We had the what was the quote here? Let me find it here. Calling Puerto Rico a floating island of garbage, people. Bear knows a thing or two about garbage. Well, that turned into just, I think, yesterday, if Bear remembers correctly, supposed quote-unquote President Brandon out there immediately went out and said something to the effect of he thought that most of Trump's supporters were garbage as well. And of course, they tried to walk that back. Garbage is only acceptable language, and Biden says it, P. Money. Well, Unfortunately, this Marc moron is indeed a moron because you take something like that and you want to twist it just a little bit to kind of throw it back in the face and actually have a little bit of fun out here. So guess what, Peabody? Guess what happened? Joe Biden says Trump supporters are garbage. Well, Trump says, hold my beer. I'm going on the garbage truck out here. Taking the Trump train to the rally. Or taking the garbage truck to the rally it is. Speaking to reporters, I believe this was in I believe it was Wisconsin, if Bear remembers correctly. Somewhere around there. So there is El Trumpo. There's another one coming up where it's economy is so bad that elderly people have to take 2 jobs. So not only is he working at McDonald's, he's also going to take out the garbage as well, people. So good on El Trumpo out there. If he wasn't before, Beer is definitely behind Trump right now. Well, at least the garbage truck. Beer is definitely behind the garbage truck that Trump is. Well, he's not driving. I guess he's the guy that hops out and does the, loads it up and all that stuff. He is a garbage specialist now, people. Garbage specialist. Marc Moron, that's how you do it. That's how you have That's how you have fun, you complete moron. You take it and you twist it and you shove it right back in their face and have a little bit. There you go. There's a little tweet right there. Pretty funny. Should we refer to the truck as Garbage Force One? Well, he's not president right now. Well, depending on how you think the 2020 election went, he's not president right now. So we can't call it Garbage Force One just yet. But that's a great idea, sir. That is definitely... Oh, boy, people, this is just great. I don't think we will ever see another campaign like this ever again. It's too bad he can't run for a third time. This has just been... The McDonald's one, that was just great. This is just excellent as well. He actually... Trump, if you ever listen to his speeches out there, he's got excellent comedic timing. Way better than some of these... the Jimmys and the Marc Morons and what's his name, Ian Black and all this other stuff. Way better comedic timing than any of these people could ever hope for. Ever in their lives, people. There we go. All right, well, I've got to make a right-hand turn. Well, actually, hold on. Let me do this. Let me fill it out here for you good people. Let's see. Let me get back to it 1 second here. Thing with the thing. So here we go. New York Post. Victor Narva. Trump rides in a big, beautiful MAGA garbage truck after Biden attacks his supporters. Former president, and hopefully future, Donald Trump was greeted at a Wisconsin airport Wednesday in a big, beautiful, Make America Great Again garbage truck. Happening now, Donald Trump is wheels down into Wisconsin. Everybody say hello to a special guest. Trump campaign official Dan Scarvo wrote on X, including a video of the MAGA-adorned garbage truck driving around... Orange Man picks up your trash. Orange Man takes out... I mean, that could be the theme of his presidency here. Taking out the garbage. Taking out the garbage, people. So there we go. We saw some of these. Chris Lasiva, another campaign official, later posted a photograph of the GOP nominee inside the vehicle wearing an orange safety vest. There you go. Garbage truck is following the motorcade en route to Trump's Green Bay rally, where the former president will speak later tonight. The stunt Oh, for crying out loud, I think it's great. The troll comes one day after President Biden referred to Trump supporters as garbage on a campaign call. Oh, that's it. There you go. So there you are, people. There you are, Donald Trump. Orange man taking out the trash. All garbage men should wear dress, shirt, and tie. I guess that's how they do it in Canada, right? Don't all the garbage men wear the suit and tie up in Canada? One would assume. One would definitely. Boy, people. But hey, listen, do not get complacent. Well, P-Money can get complacent. He can't vote. Hopefully. We'll see. Well, I don't mean hopefully. I mean, I'm just saying I hope foreigners don't vote. But listen, Colorado Secretary of State posted spreadsheet with the voting system passwords. No big deal. I mean, not a problem out here at all. It's fine, people. It's total. Did I not? I guess I didn't put it in there. I'm sorry. I didn't put the. Let's see. Can I scroll down? It didn't show. Gosh dang it. 1 second here, people. Did I? Wait a minute. Is it up here? No. 1 second, people. Thing with the thing. Yada, yada, yada. Thing with the thing. Do the thing. And the thing. And the thing. And you shout aloud. Do. Is this the thing? I hope so. It is. Yay. There we go. There you are. So there is all of the passwords for, as we say out here. Where is she? As we say. Help me, Dominion, you're my only hope. And Bear will be probably sued into oblivion just for showing this meme out here and sharing this information for you. For all the passwords out there from. Oops, where am I? From. God dang it. Bear, one of these days. Professional show. News at 9 out of Colorado. The Colorado Secretary of State office inadvertently posted a spreadsheet to its website with hidden tab that included voting system passwords. Don't worry about it. We're working to remedy this situation if it's necessary. Department took immediate action as soon as it was aware and informed the CISA, not the CIA, the CISA, which closely monitors and, quote, protects the country's essential security infrastructure. Tuesday morning, Colorado Republican Party Vice Chair Hope Schlepperman shared the hidden tab discovery in a mass email, along with an affidavit from someone who claims they had downloaded the Excel file from the Colorado Secretary of State website and discovered the hidden tab by simply clicking unhide. Maybe the affidavit was blacked out in the Republican Party email. Passwords that were in the hidden tab are known as BIOS passwords and are one part of the security process for Colorado's voting machine. They're passwords needed to configure system settings like suddenly dump thousands and thousands of votes for Kamala Harris at 3 a.m. or something like that. So there you go. If you want to go vote in Colorado, I guess P-Money can vote in Colorado now. There are your passwords. Just go ahead, click on it. You'll be fine. Who will know? There's no vote fraud at all. If you bring it up, you're going to be sued into oblivion. So go right ahead. Go right ahead, people. So do not, whatever you do not get complacent, people. Whatever you do. P-Money asks, how many of those passwords are simply password? Or just 1, 2, 3, 4? That could be either of those, people. All right, I am going to make a complete left turn here for you, people. I hope you are ready. Oops, not that. Here we go. To our next story out here. Something completely different. We're Gonna completely jump off the politics bandwagon here and have a little bit of fun. That would be from the New York Post. Brooke Steinberg. They say Noah's Ark. We've been following along with this. Noah's Ark possibly found on world's oldest stone map, dating 3,000 years ago, scientists claim. Scientists have deciphered the world's oldest map, and they believe it may lead them to the location, would you believe it, of Noah's, oops, not that one, Noah's Ark. Noah's Ark, people. This is pretty cool. Pretty cool here. There's the little stone tablet. The 3,000-year-old Babylonian artifact has puzzled archaeologists for centuries. But in the past few weeks, experts has uncovered its meaning. The clay tablet was discovered in the Middle East before being acquired by the British Museum in 1882. Ever since its findings, experts have been trying to decipher what the map-like symbols etched into its artifact could mean. The tablet has several paragraphs of the cuneiform on its backside, and above the map diagram describing the creation of the earth and what existed beyond it, people. Ooh. The carvings have been called the Imago Mundi by scientists, who say that it shows ancient Mesopotamia, now known as modern-day Iraq, surrounded by a bitter river, a double ring marking the borders of the Babylonians' known world 3,000 years ago. But after a month of analyzing the symbols on the tablets, researchers believe they are clear references to stories in the Bible, people. They claim the back of the artifact acts as a secret key to show travelers the route they will take and what they should look out for along the way. One passage reportedly says that those on the journey must go through, quote, several leagues to see something that is thick as a parachute vessel. I don't know if I pronounced that right, but it was close. The word parashikatu is meant to explain the size of a vessel needed to survive the Great Flood, based on other ancient Babylonian scripture. Another passage is believed to show the path and instructions to get to Urartu, a place believed to be where man and his family landed a gigantic ark that they made. According to ancient Mesopotamian poems, more commonly referred to as Noah's Ark, people. Because it is the description of the ark which was built theoretically by the Babylonian version of Noah, says the British Museum cuneiform expert Dr. Irvin Finkel. Urartu, also known as Ararat, is the top of the mountain in Turkey, and researchers say that it is said to be where the ark sat after the 150-day flood. It shows that the story was the same, and of course that one led to the other, but also from the Babylonian point of view. This was the matter of fact thinking, Finkel explained. That if you did go on this journey, you would see the remnants of this historic boat. There you go. The biblical story of Noah's Ark follows closely with the Babylonian version. In the Babylonian version, the god Ea sent a flood to earth to destroy all of humanity, with the exception of one family. Unifapishtim built a huge ark after being ordered and filled it with animals. The 6 months that followed the terrifying flood, whatever, the Babylonian version of Noah. His family and all the animals on the ark survived. As the flooding ended, they were safely stationed at one of the peaks of Urartu, aka Ararat. In this account, the details are given, and the god says, you have to do this, and this. And then the Babylon Noah says, I did this, this, and this. I've done it, Finkel exclaimed. And I made these structures as thick parasol vessel. There you go. While the Gilgamesh flood story has been recounted by several clay tablets dating back over 3,000 years, the biblical flood is said to have been about 5,000 years ago. Whether the Turkish mountain of Ararat mentioned in the Babylonian story exists is still widely up for debate, but I tell you, people, from what Bear has been following here, that's pretty darn convincing. I mean, you get it from the Babylonian perspective. That's pretty neat. Pretty neat. So there you go. If you want to check out Noah's Ark, possibly, you can check it out right there. Let's see. Wow, that's a small. What kind of tool did they have to use to carve that writing? I don't know. I'm not a cuneiform expert, P-Money. One passage on the tablet says, take a left to get to the nearest McDonald's. Back then, they only had hundreds and hundreds served, not billions. Not billions. Is it me or does it seem like all of the old scientists have such huge beards? Yeah, I know. He kind of looked like a Santa Claus, didn't he? Oh my goodness. VM is coming in. I can see a crack in that artifact, he says. With crack very well bolded. I have no idea what you're talking about, VM. None whatsoever. I don't know what you mean by crack, sir. Not at all. Oh, Jesus. I don't know. Do we get into it? I don't know. Hold on one second. Let's see. What is that? Are those dragons? I don't know. There's a lot of birds. Birds. Giraffes. Horses. Ostrich. Lion. I see lions and tigers. Where are the bears? Where are the cattle, lions, tigers, boars, elephants, people, roosters, more people, dogs, a cat? Is the cat smoking? I hope the cat isn't smoking crack. I do not see how the hell did bears survive. I guess we swam. I guess the bears survived by swimming after all, and all the other animals. I mean, could the dragons survive without getting onto the Ark? I mean, you figure all of the animals that need to be on the Ark. I'm not sure if the dragons would be the first choice there. I'm not too sure about that, people. There you go. Anyways, I thought that was a good story. I thought that's pretty funny. I hope no one tries to smoke that crack, says VM. There you go. Yeah, you do not want to. Listen, people, a PSA. This is a very important PSA out here. If you do happen to get just completely snockered drunk, number one, do not go on a live stream. It's not going to work out the way that you think it might. Number two, do not accept a strange pipe from two lesbians that you've never met before. And do not smoke whatever the lesbians gave to you. And then definitely don't take your live stream into a bathroom and then nearly pass out. Thankfully there was no peen involved. We did not want to see EVS's peen involved in any of this. But yeah, do not do that, people. Just say no to crack. Say no to lesbians, unless they're hot. These were not hot lesbians. They were not hot, busty lesbians like we all come to expect. Not at all, man. Amy says, this is a cool painting. I didn't know bears were such good swimmers. I didn't know either. You guys have a lot of talent. Yeah, a lot of backstroke for 40 days and 40 nights. 40 days and 40 nights. I don't know. I guess there's not many bears in Mesopotamia. I guess there's not. Let's see. A crack, says P-Money. Oh, God. So it's not in mint condition. That's what you get for taking a tablet out of its package. Yeah, and it's 3,000 years old, too. So, it's went through a couple hands. I'm sure the corners are bent, that's for sure. Amy says, don't do any of those things in any order. That's true, Amy. That's true. And by the way, VM, for the official record, I do not think it was crack that Uncle E was smoking that night. It almost looked like a bong stem instead of like a crack pipe. I could be wrong. There's a lot of people out there that are putting out a lot of just huff and puff, so to speak. A lot of phooey out there. And it's like, yeah, you don't smoke crack and then you go pass out. That's not how it works, people. But yeah, definitely don't take kids, don't smoke, number one. And number two, if lesbians offer you a strange pipe with unknown contents in there, just say no. Just be like Nancy Reagan and just say no. Going from discussing biblical passages to getting crack from lesbians, that's Bear's show for you. And I'm not done, P-Money. Not by a long shot. I've got more stories here. More stories. Yes. It's a variety show, people. A big variety out here. Politics, garbage, all that sort of stuff. People. Well, in just fortuitous fashion. I did not plan this, but I enjoy it nonetheless, people. I've got a great story here. We were just watching, just the other night. If you haven't checked it out, go check it out, people. That would be Bear's watch-along of the excellent James Bond film Goldfinger. Which, by the way, if you are not on Bear's archive channel, link down below, go ahead and do it. I am 2 subscribers away from 500. You might say, Bear, you don't have that many on your main channel. I know it's crazy. I've got more subscribers on the archive channel than I got the main channel, but go ahead and check it out. Either spot is a fun show. Although I gotta say, I did drink on that show. Bear has a pretty hard no alcohol policy, but I did have fun drinking martinis on that show. That was definitely fun. Where the hell am I? Jeremy Perez, The Drive, people. A new Rolls-Royce Phantom Goldfinger is a mega Bond tribute for one person. Did I bring the... Gosh dang it, I forgot to bring in the pictures. Well, we'll just go through them here. So in the movie, if you saw the movie Goldfinger, he was driving this type of car. Well, they've updated it. They've updated it for one lucky fella out there, maybe lady, I don't know. Any Rolls-Royce is more than just a car, and that's especially true of the Rolls-Royce Phantom. It's simultaneously an idea and a memory of the old world aristocracy. If you've seen a current-gen Phantom in person, you know that they're striking almost an intimidating degree. 20 feet long, 8 feet wide. Makes them this way. And so does the level of customization that goes into there. Like most toys of the rich and famous, some are more bespoke than others. And Goodwood's latest creation is nothing short of spectacular, they say. Even better, this one isn't just for those who love all things lavish, but those who love a certain secret agent. There you go, people. So they're making a one-off Rolls-Royce for a Goldfinger fan out there. So there's the beautiful Alps that we saw in the movie, which, by the way, they have this inlay. They have this inlay in on the dash. That's actually the topographical map of the Alps where they shot it at. So a lot of little hidden details, including a gold bar that's in the dash of the car there. You can have your own gold bar. I guess if you're, a little short of change going through the toll booth there, you can just drop that in there. There you go. I know someone who's a cuneiform expert, says Amy, but I don't know anyone with a Rolls-Royce. I thought you were going to say, I know someone who's a cuneiform expert and always also has a Rolls Royce. I've been like, wow, that's pretty cool. There you go. Pretty cool there. So anyways, I thought this was a great look here. They also did the star map. So back in 1964, when they filmed it in Switzerland, they have the exact same star pattern that you would have seen up here on the headboard. So very cool. Very interesting. I don't know if it said how much it actually is, but there you go. There is a golden golf club fitted to the trunk as well. So there you go. Pretty cool if you go play golf. Pretty cool. Well, you might say, Bear, listen, man, that's all well and good. You know, I like the Goldfinger movie and have a multi-million-dollar car replica or, you know, a one-off situation. That's pretty cool, you know, but I'm not that interested. I like the more comics type stuff. Well, I've got something for you people. Also from, that'd be the drive out here. Ronan Gillon, you too can have the Tumbler. Dark Knight Tumbler replicas. They're getting V8 power, a smoke screen, and a super car price. Yes, need $3 million for a replica of Batman's Tumbler. Rockets to be added later. You've seen numerous Batmobile replicas built to varying standards of accuracy over the years, they say at the drive. Here we go. But none have come as close to the real thing. Warner Brothers just unveiled. Licensed by the studio, the running and driving Tumbler is headed to limited production with some of the same features that Batman used, a tried and true powertrain, and a price tag you would expect to see on an exotic Italian car. Finished in Vanta Black, the Tumbler measures approximately 183 inches long, 111 inches wide, and 60 inches tall. I'm sorry, P-Money, I do not know what that is in centimeters. Put another way, it's almost exactly as long as a Subaru Forester, about as tall as a BMW M5, but wider than a Chevrolet Tahoe. Built around a tubular aeronautic-grade steel frame, and its body is made with a blend of Kevlar, carbon fiber, fiberglass, and steel. Up front, there's a pair of ultra-wide 15-inch wheels, and out back you'll find 18.5-inch wheels wrapped by Interco Super Swamper tires. It's a dually, people. Look at that. While interior pictures haven't been released, we're told the cabin features 2 seats, a pair of 10-inch displays, a headliner upholstered in black Alcantara, air conditioning, and a navigation is standard as well. There you go. But it doesn't sound like rocket launchers made the jump to production. That'll be an aftermarket. You'll just have to put it on afterwards. Some of the other features that help Batman clean up the streets of Gotham in Dark Knight are accounted for, including a smoke screen. There's even what's referred to as a, quote, jet engine simulator system. Although the builders stress that the plane-like exhaust outlet isn't equipped to shoot flames. Gosh darn it. Power comes from a V8, yada, 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 blah, 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 blah. A California-based action vehicle engineering will only build 10 examples of the Tumbler, and pricing starts at $2.99 million. Unsurprisingly, the Tumbler isn't street legal. But can you imagine rolling up to the DMV and telling the clerk you want to register a Batmobile? They say, what's your name? I'm Batman. Well, I need to take your picture for your ID. I'm Batman. He's just in his little cape and cowl and everything. Just click. Okay, thank you, Mr. Batman. We've got your picture. I'm Batman. Well, you can also vote now, Batman. I'm Batman. There we go. So there is that. If you've ever wanted a Batmobile, now's your time, but you got to get on it. Got to get on it right away, people. P-Money says, I just realized our family account wasn't subscribed to the Bear My Love channel. I think you should be 1 subscriber away. Thank you, P-Money. 1 subscriber away from 5. I'm wondering if I should do a live show on there. Just to do a celebration of 500. I'm at like 430 something on this channel. I forget exactly how many, but it's been there for, gosh, months and months and months. So have not moved an inch. That's what happens when you're shadow banned, people. What can I tell you, man? What can I tell you? What can I tell you? Am I missing something? I thought let's see. Which one was this? Oh, that was that. Never mind. I texted my wife. She said she wasn't subscribed to Barely Live either. She is now. All right. I'm almost probably at 500. I don't know if I should do a live show just to mess with people over there. I tell you, the Goldfinger did great. This always happens. So I'll put it up on a weekend. I'll put it up on a Saturday. It did excellent. I think it got over 1,000 views. Did really well over there. For some reason, a lot of people disliked it, but I don't know why. Let Bear know. If you don't like it, just type it in there. Let Bear know. And then, of course, it always happens. I can show you this to the hour mark. You come in and you look at it, and like literally at 8 o'clock on Monday morning, you see it, doing pretty well, and then all of a sudden, 8 o'clock Monday morning, burp, somebody comes in, touches a button, and Bear gets thrown back into shadow banned world out here. It says 500 now. Woohoo! I did it! 500! Woo! I mean, it's not your daughter wins a championship, but hey, I gotta have some celebration somehow. Amy is dancing the salsa. Everybody is happy out here. Gosh, I might get so drunk and snockered I visit some lesbians and smoke some, who knows what product out of there. I don't know. Ay, people. Ay. I mean, the days go by and you're like, okay, we're nothing crazy is going to happen in comics today. And Ethan says, here, hold my beer. Hold my beer. Ay. Get better, Uncle E. Get better. Hopefully things will pass. I can tell my wife she is the 500th subscriber of Bear's Archive channel. P-Money, when she gets home, give her a big bear hug just for Bear. I do appreciate the love out there. The love from Mrs. And all of the monies. And all of the monies out here. Do appreciate it. Good old P-Money hanging in with Bear. I mean, even when he's watching his daughter's volleyball game, he's keeping one eye on the channel. So thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. All right. Did I? I had another one, but that's not worth it. It's not worth it, people. Not worth it. Well, I do. People, I do have a hockey game that's going to be playing right now between Bears, Tampa Bay Lightning, and the evil avalanche of Colorado out there with their terrible voting machines. Gotta get back for the Stanley Cup that they stole from us a couple years ago. Gosh dang it. So anyways, all this talk, people, has made Bear hungry. But let me thank everybody first. That would be Amy. I would assume Melissa as well. P-Money. VM, all of our Russian bots and lurkers. Want to thank everybody out there. Amy, are they doing a D&Q tonight? If they do, well, let's say hello to everybody. I might peek in, but I do got a game to watch. Okay, against Colorado, I will cheer for Tampa Bay. Well, thank you, P-Money. Thank you so much. Good luck at the hockey game we're watching. I know I had hard time last time. It was the return of Steven Stamkos, and he was playing on the other team. Our captain for so many years, playing for the other team. It was odd. It was odd. Steven Stamkos lines up for the shot and saved by Vasilevsky. I'm like, wait, what? Huh? I never thought I would hear that in my entire life. But there you go. Dragon Age is what they're doing on DNQ tonight. Well, go check that out. If that's what suits you people. But you know what? What suits Bear? That would be some delicious, something delicious. I don't know what, but we're going to find something. So I want to say thank you to everybody. But you know what, people? All this talk's making Bear hungry. So he's going to head back into the woods. So until next time, people. Grrr. Night, everybody.